So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This is John Johnson again. For anybody listening later, there will not be a prospect call next Thursday, June 6th, because we will be having our pre-launch at corporate in Provo, Utah. So that will be televised, I guess, or streamed, whatever you want to call it, live streamed. So we'll get you the information on that on our Facebook page. And we'll be talking a lot about additional countries being added, things of that sort. But before we get into all of that stuff, I want to just welcome all the prospects out who's listening and who may listen on later, and we'll just dive right into this. So before I get into the company itself, I like to talk a little bit about the gentleman behind the company. So the gentlemen such as Roger, Trent, Richard, Kevin, and Troy. I've gotten to know Richard and Kevin pretty well. In fact, I talk to them almost every day via social media or on the phone or text or whatever, and just really love working with these gentlemen. They do things as fast as they can, but also by the book and efficient. And I can tell you, Richard is a visionary behind this project. Kevin has a long history in marketing. Trent and Roger have a huge, long, great history in tech. We'll talk a little bit more about Trent later on this call. And Troy has, he left corporate America about 10 years ago, and he's got a lot of experience in running companies and things of that sort. And so just an amazing team of gentlemen. This is about half the people that you'll meet in this project. You've got RNetwork, and you've got the finance side as well. Which is the affiliation we have with the banks and things of that sort. You'll learn more about those gentlemen when that side rolls out. But very, very excited to work with these gentlemen and be a part of this project. So the question I ask every week, if you save more than you pay, will you continue to pay? Of course you will. Regardless of what you're paying for, if you save more than you pay, will you continue to pay? We're going to talk about two products tonight. These will not be the only products that RNetwork has. In fact, there'll be several products throughout the RNetwork, but we know of two of them right now that we'll talk about a lot tonight. Another thing I say a lot, a company has no legs to stand on unless their product or products can stand on their own. What that means is if you cannot retail a product, if you do not have a product that is worth the cost of the product, regardless of what commission plan may be set on top, it doesn't matter. A product needs to be able to carry a company, and we have products with an S that can carry a company and carry it very far. So let's talk about product number one, the discount app, Discount Rewards. June 2019. That's just a week away, guys. So this is a product where we can go and really tie into the world of couponing and saving money and saving more than you spend. And these aren't just your average, Joe little small places. These are large corporations. These are large chains, franchises, box stores, and the list is growing bigger, bigger, and bigger all of the time. If you use our product, we believe you will save more than you pay. We believe that. You should use a product. You should be joining this business for the product. A lot of people will come in and they'll do it just for the product. Whether they build organizations or not, that's up to them. But we believe they should save more than they pay with the discount rewards. So cool thing about this is there's no need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. The revvcard, or in this case, the discount app, will recognize where you're at and share relevant offers. So you can get this app, you'll be able to type in the name of the merchant, you'll be able to type in products. I'm looking for this product, I'm looking for that, or I want to purchase from this merchant or that one, and you'll be able to have the deal pull up, and then you just go over to the merchant, purchase the item, click on the QR code, or maybe you get surprised one day. Maybe you just have a whole bunch of items in your cart, and some of them you click the QR code, and some of them ring up and give you the discounts because the coupons are right there already in your app. So it's a lot. It saves a lot of time, a lot of effort, and more important, can save you a lot of money. So that's really cool. I'm going to talk a lot about $38. What does $38 do for you a month? First of all, let's talk about what this is versus what it is not. I left the industry about 15 years ago because I just kind of tired of places having me promote overpriced products and services. It was hard to do, and only 1 to 3% of the people made money. Where the reason being is because a lot of people would leave. Over 80% of the people would leave in the first 87 days because they lost more than they earned. And you can't blame them. Can't blame them for leaving. And so companies need to really make sure that they've got products that can sustain customers, sustain members, sustain distributors, whatever you want to call them. And we've got that in spades. And so $38, what do I get? I receive a discount app. I will receive an actual bank account, a very awesome digital account, but first I'll have the app. Okay, product that we only pay for one time when we talk about the revvcard here a little bit later, and there's no auto ship of paying for overpriced products. I made a point last night in a training I did. I said, do you really care if you know, to me, money is money. So if I pay $38 and I save, for example, $120, that's still like making money, right? Because I saved $120. I saved more than I spent. Money is the same regardless if you save it or you earn it. But how cool is it to be able to be part of a program where you can save and see that initial immediate benefit, and then that way you just want to stay in it anyway and have your members also use the product, they save, and then everything else should be a secondary. Everything else should be kind of the cream on top, right? The commission, which could be substantial. But the most important part is you can retain your members if he or she uses the products. That's what's so awesome about this. The more I've researched couponing, I knew it was a big industry. I think we all do, or all did. I had no idea it was this big. Okay, this is a massive industry, and the next slide will reflect it anymore. I did one search on YouTube about discount couponing, and it pulled up hundreds of videos, video after video after video. There are groups, there are all sorts of people all over the place. People just like to save money, and it is a massive, massive market that we can tie into. And so for $38 a month to be able to start a business where I've got a market this big, where people are just constantly looking for ways to save money, it is very, very exciting to be a part of that. So let's talk about it. Just a few statistics. Let's throw them out there. Okay, and I've got the little. I always, every time I share stats or anything, I always post a source. Okay, I always do that. So right at the bottom, you can see the link. Okay, so coupon stats here. 85% of Americans use coupons. 36% of millennials and 29% of Generation Z often use coupons. Discounts and coupons come in as a top ranking tactic for driving loyalty. 61% of consumers saying they use them. I'm not going to go through all of these. 75% of consumers expect discounts or offers. So just ask yourself this question. How many of you have seen an item and you say, oh man, I'm going to purchase that as soon as it goes on sale? Or, you know what, I'm not Christmas shopping until Black Friday. Or I'm waiting for this, or I'm waiting for that. Or, hey, do you have a coupon for this? Do you have a coupon for that? How many of us have been behind somebody at a grocery store and they're ringing everything up and they say, oh, I got a coupon for this. Oh, got a coupon for that. Or they ask the person at the store, hey, is this on sale? And da-da. No, we've all had that experience. We've either asked those questions or we've stood behind somebody who does. That's what we're talking about here. This is a major market for us. So for $38 a month, I can have a business opportunity where not only can I more than break even by saving, very potentially if I use a product, I can actually make a lot of money at the same time. I mean, it's really awesome, guys. Really, really awesome. So let's talk a little bit about our next product. Okay, this is one everybody's even more excited about. I'm excited. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited to go save money. But this product right here, this one to me is kind of what takes the cake. So let me go ahead and make sure this video is working here. It was working just over 30 minutes ago. If not, I'll just move on. But I was testing it. It was working. So give me 1 second. Here we go.
We're about to change your financial world. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it convenient? Absolutely. Will it change the way you live? We think so. Welcome to RNetwork's new revvcard, the best card you will ever own, the last card you'll ever need. Check out the power pack technology of the revvcard. 1.73-inch OLED touchscreen, dynamic EMV chip, biometric print reader, charging points, mic, speaker, Bluetooth antenna, same thickness as a standard card. So, what does this technology mean for you? 1. revvcard is partnered with over 300,000 businesses, from hotels to restaurants to retail stores. Names like Hilton, Marriott, Cold Stone, Domino's, Famous Footwear, Subway, and more. 2. Receive discounts with a single swipe. No need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. revvcard recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. 3. Load multiple cards onto the revvcard and consolidate everything into one. Gift cards, store loyalty cards, bank cards, and more. Simply choose which card to use and complete your purchase. 4. Earn points and rewards on every transaction, then redeem at nearly 1 million merchants. 5. Protected with 4 times the security, revvcard is packed with a biometric fingerprint reader, GPS, and a cellular chip. 6. Need to split dinner or send cash to a friend? Easy enough. Instantly transfer money to any revvcard holder. 7. Pay bills, direct deposit, shop online, all on Rev. 8. Deposit or withdraw cash at over 1 million ATM locations. Now for the best part. As a charter member of RNetwork, not only will you earn rewards and discounts on your own revvcard purchases, but you'll earn every time someone in your network swipes. So don't wait. Become a charter member and start earning today.
Okay, so pretty amazing, and the exciting part about all of this is the technology already exists. And I'll talk about a gentleman here after this slide and talk about his team, kind of go through his bio a little bit, and just know that he's enhancing this technology, making it better, and we're linking it to our partner banks and everything. And it's going to be very exciting in January 2020 when this revvcard is released to the world. But in the meantime, it's great to be able to build an organization on the discounts, as well as share the travel discounts that are coming right behind it. A couple other products I can't get into yet, but I will let you know more about those once we're closer to launching those. But a lot of different things and ways you can do to earn an income and save money even before the revvcard comes. So talk about some of the features on this card. Money transfer from card to card. So if I have a card and Jill has a card or whatever, I can send money back and forth, much like PayPal or Venmo, things of that sort. Just lower fees, which is nice. Store all payment, membership, gift, loyalty, and rewards cards in one easy-to-use platform. Just be able to stick them all on there, and you just kind of slide which card you want to use. You click on it, and you can swipe it. Magnetic strip and EMV chip. If you do not know what an EMV chip is, go ahead and feel free to Google it, but it helps with security. There's a lot of security on this card, including biometric security, the thumbprint. Okay, the cryptocurrency on this card, once the crypto comes out on this card, is secured 110%. So you got to imagine, just think about this for a second, because I get a question about security all the time. Why would an insurance company underwrite this and insure crypto, which a lot of wallets have been hacked, a lot of things have been hacked in crypto. We've heard about it many times. We better have some darn good security for an insurance company, major insurance company, to come in and underwrite us and insure our crypto 110%. You know, I mean, this security on this card is phenomenal. Okay, it shuts off if it's away from you so many feet. There's a timer on it when you tap your thumbprint. There's all sorts of layers of security on this thing that makes it very safe. Fully PCI compliant. Okay, it'll call you if you walk 90 feet away from it once you use your thumbprint to activate it. If it's lost in your wallet or your purse and it's not activated, there's a GPS. It's synced to your phone, which is really cool. In fact, don't be surprised if a lot of features on your phone end up on this card. Let's put it that way, just a little teaser right there. But a lot of different things that this card will have, way over and above the discounts. Okay, it's a very, very amazing product, which is why it doesn't compare to anything. I've had people ask me, how does it compare to this card or that card? My answer is simple: it doesn't. We've never seen anything quite like this before. Not to this extent. Not to what they're doing and Trent's team is doing with this card. And so let's talk about Trent and his team a little bit. So Trent Walker, one of the things that make this possible are the people behind it. Any product or any company or anything you research or join or become a part of, you've got to know who is behind that company, because the people are the company, right? And so Trent Walker, founder and CEO of NetChain2, referred to as a leading payment expert by the Wall Street Journal, 15 years of multifaceted experience from startup to operational scale in finance and fintech. Look up fintech. Okay, look up hyper exchange. Look up hyperdex. You know, do your research on these. Okay, has over a decade of payments and finance industry experience, working with many of the world's leading corporations, including Google. It's that small company Google, right? That we search every time we turn our computers on. As a former senior leader in Google's global financial operation. Okay, worked in the financial services department of Arvado, the $6 billion per year FinOps and FinTech division of Bertelsmann. He's got a very impressive resume. His team is excellent. Okay, these guys know what they're doing. If I had somebody, and we had other people offer to come in and help us with this, we chose Trent. Okay, Trent was not the only person who wanted to come in, but we felt he was more than qualified for this position to be able to bring this to the world and have his team. We are extremely excited to have Trent on board. So just think about this for a minute. We've got two products that we know of right now, because there's more coming, including some travel deals that we'll get into later in the later weeks. But think about this. Ask yourself this question. Okay, is this worth $38? Before I even know about the compensation, am I willing to spend $38 a month to save more than that and to be frontline before this card comes? What do you guys think is going to happen once this card is released? How many people do you think are going to run and just want to be customers? And I'm going to show you a way that you can actually make money on not just members but customers as well. So there's 5 different ways to get paid here. When a member pays their initial $38 per month membership and receives the app and is now in line for the card, he or she will receive $11 per month for the first 3 members that he or she enrolls. Okay, $11 for the first 3. Now I've only got $5 to make up. I go buy one item, maybe I'll save $5, $10, $15, $20, who knows? Okay, it's easy to make up $5. I can do that purchasing one item. Okay, and then they will also receive $2 a month from anybody else that falls below them in a 3x10 matrix, and I'll get way into the matrix tonight. Okay, I'm really going in depth on the matrix tonight. Then they will also receive, if they unlock 10 levels, and again, don't worry about what that means yet, I'll get into that, they will receive $250 a month per person. Okay, this is everybody in their organization. It doesn't matter if they're on the left side, right side, middle, does not matter. Okay, when the card comes out, on top of the $250 a month, they will also make 0.1% on every card debit swipe when people use a card. So now we're no longer in this multi-billion-dollar industry of couponing. We're now in the multi-billion-dollar industry of swiping a card. How many people on this call have ever swiped a debit card? Okay, probably all of us. Probably do it almost every day. Imagine being paid every time somebody in your organization swipes their card. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, that is just insane. And that's what we've got, the relationships with the banks. They're willing to give up a 1% of all those merchant fees paid back to us. Okay, when members below us purchase a rev card for $99, we receive $1 every time that happens. If a customer purchases a card below us, we receive $25, and that card will retail for $150. Okay, we also receive 1/10 of 1% on all customer swipes. Even if they're not a charter members, you still receive commission on their swipes. Okay, a customer can come in once the card is ready. Customer is somebody who just wants a card, they don't want to build an organization, and that's fine. But how many times have you heard in any networking group that a customer who pays $0.00 can still earn an income? Okay, you can here. Every time a customer refers another customer, he or she will receive $25 and 1/10 of 1% on all debit swipes. Okay, on top of that, they will also, okay, receive this on every customer he or she refers. Okay, charter members, however, if you're paying that monthly fee, you receive everything on your charter members in a 3x10 matrix and a separate matrix of customers and their customers and their customers, and there's all the way down the same 3x10 matrix, or a different one, really a ghost matrix is what they call it. Okay, and on top of that, as a charter member, you will also receive 1/10 of 1% on mortgages paid through the bank. We don't talk about the bank a lot on these calls yet because the bank's still a few months out, but there is definitely a banking side. Get with the person who sent you to this call. He or she should know all about the bank. We have a lot of information on our Facebook page, which we'll get into later as well. So let's go to the next slide, to the matrix. How do I get paid, John? Okay, I understand I receive $11 a month on my first three. Then I receive $2 a month on everybody else. Unless I have 10 charter members, then I receive $2.50 a month on everybody else. This is how it works. 3x10 matrix, and you just look at 10 tiers. Tier number 1 goes across 3 members, okay? So if I have, say I bring in 0 people and 3 members just kind of spill over on me. So that happens. I don't receive any commission until I get 1 member. So what if my first member shows up on line 2 or 3 or whatever? Doesn't matter. As soon as that member shows up, you will receive commission on everybody on line 1, plus the $11 a month on your member. Okay, so it'd be $11 plus $2, $2, $2. So $17, right? Now, if I bring person number 2 in, member number 2, I will receive commission on everybody on my second tier. Now, this tier does not have to be complete before I am paid. Okay, I can only have 2 people on my second tier, but I will still be paid commission on both people. It does not have to be completed. It does not have to be done. Okay, anybody on those tiers, I receive money if I've unlocked it. This is a case, every tier I unlock, I receive these commissions. Okay, so I get 10 people, I call it 10 people in the pen, I will max out the potential of this comp plan. So let's talk about the most exciting part. Let's talk about the dynamic compression. So on this slide right here, it kind of shows here on the left, you see tier number 1, there's 3 people, 9 people, 27, all the way down. There's a total of 88,570 people that you can get paid on. Here's the fun part, okay? And I added a new graphic just to really further illustrate this. Think about taking your first 3 people across row 1 and just drawing a straight line underneath it. If you don't have 10 members who also have 10 members, you will actually be paid on levels below 10. I've been in an organization with Richard where I was being paid 50, 60 levels deep, okay, because of dynamic compression. What it does is simple. You think of all these little microcosms, all these, and on every single person in your organization, draw that line underneath on 10, okay? On tier 1, you've got 3 lines going down. The computer does this. It says, it asks a question. It says, are you a member? Yes. Okay, great. Do you have at least one charter member? No. It will skip that person, and it'll keep asking that question until it finds somebody in your organization who has at least one. It'll pay that individual. Okay, you're already being paid on your first 10 levels because you've unlocked them all. Question number 2, it'll say, are you tier 2 qualified, meaning have you brought in 2 members? If it says no, it will skip them and pay the next guy. So again, if people in your organization in that one line, they do not have 10 members, all the way down, 10 people, boom, boom, each of them, you will be paid on additional lines going down all the way through your matrix. Think about that on line 1, tier 2 with 9 people, 27 people. Think of how many lines are going up and down. Okay, you will, if you have 10 people, you will be paid on more than 10 levels. It's going to happen. Okay, that's what's so amazing about this compensation plan. That's what dynamic compression is. Okay, now we also receive bonuses. On a bonus, this is awesome. This is mid-2020. Okay, so we're being paid on the app. We're being paid on the travel stuff once it comes out. We'll talk more about that once it's ready. We're being paid on the card. Well, gosh, you know what? We're being paid on the mortgages. We're being paid on the swipes. Now let's get our bonuses. We will have activities where it's called the Reward Center. This is coming out next year, okay? The Reward Center is a place where people can go in there and they can do a lot of different activities, and they can earn points that convert to money, and they can take that money and use that money to purchase a card, to purchase a membership, do whatever they want. It's their money. You will actually receive commissions anytime that happens. It's almost like sweat equity, and you're getting paid on it. So as they earn points, you receive commissions on those points. I don't know what the exact dollar number is yet, so we'll get to that later once we have it, but it's a bonus. You also receive a bonus not based off of how much your downline is making, how much they're saving. Think about that for a minute. You will receive bonuses based off of how much your downline is saving. This entire platform is so focused on helping your people save money, save more than they pay, so you can retain your members. Okay, we don't want you to build a big organization only to lose them in 87 days or 120 days or whatever. We want you to be able to keep everyone in your organization, which is why we're going to constantly add more and more and more ways to save money and to help with that retention. So this is what you do. You sign up and you receive your discount app. You start using your discount app, then you show your savings and start referring your charter members. It is so much easier to sell somebody on anything if you can share it and not sell it. Meaning, show what your savings and show them that your savings exceed your costs. If you can do that, you can build a large organization, and you teach your members how to do that. They can do the same. Okay, receive commissions, assist your team, and learn all you can. Then lastly, the very last thing, thank yourself for making the decision to be out in front of this amazing card, because this is what's going to happen. We've already brought in a few thousand people. I would say more than a few thousand. As a company, we've brought in thousands of people just in a week and a half. Thousands with an S. Okay, and before we even have the discount app here on June 6th, what do you think is going to happen when the app comes out? Then what do you think is going to happen when the commission is paid on June 15th? Then after that, what do you think is going to happen to the growth once the discounts come out on the travel? And then after that, the banking side. Then after that, the card. Then after that, the rewards where people can go in for free and earn money, and you receive money on that. Think about all of these different layers. Think about all the verticals that are being crossed with this card. We're talking $38 a month for this. And so when people say, hey, what do I get for $38? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. So, and on top of all of that stuff, you are joining a team that is very professional, very aggressive, very knowledgeable, and we're doing a lot of heavy lifting for you. The key to success in this industry is duplication. So visit us on Facebook, I will have shorter links next week. I apologize. I had a member kind enough to help me create shorter links, but I just have not had time to even look at them yet. But anyway, the name of our Facebook page is R space network dash revvcard affiliates. The person who introduced you to this call was most likely a part of that page. Join the page. Go to the files section on the left of the page and learn everything you can. We have PDFs in numerous languages. We have training calls. We have these prospect calls. We have all sorts of good stuff on that page. If you invite somebody, you go in there and you show them how much money you're saving, and you show that person all of the resources that you have as a member of this team, they'll probably think, oh man, this is fantastic. Yeah, that's worth 38 bucks. You know, that's what you do. And you listen to what we do, listen to our trainings, listen to people who have been there, done that, and have built big teams and have had a lot of success, not only in this industry, but in the sales and marketing industry as a whole. Then also in the files section, you can go to our team YouTube channel and you can share any of those videos. You can share anything you find on those pages or those that YouTube channel. You can share with your people, with your organization. So a lot of great things that we've got for you. I'm really excited to be a part of this company. Again, next week, June 6th, is our pre-launch, and we'll have all the updates about that pre-launch there. But if anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and post them on the Facebook page. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording right now and
John,
place that recording on the call. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me stop the recording.